Hey, good morning. Um, so this Sunday I released the video for the Swedish Nationals, which is next weekend, and someone commented on my 16 order dice cap is too low, and the person wrote a very nice, very considered comment to the video that was all about, well, how many points do you think um, is valid per dice in the game? And is it 62? Is it 50? How many points should you have per dice? Now, thing is, when I look at how many order dice should be at a tournament, how many order dice should be a cap at a tournament, and I have done this recently because of the Commander's Compendium that I released. I don't think about it in how many points per dice at all. I see what is being done at tournaments. What are people actually taking when there are no limits, and they are still finishing their games, because players are not playing at the same speed at all. I know players who can easily finish a game with 30 dice in a 2.5 hour time frame. I myself have never, due to my playing, run out of time in a game. Not ever. So some players are quick and can absolutely play high order dice armies. So the question is then, do we want to limit that? As soon as you put a dice cap in your tournament, I personally don't like dice caps. My Commander's Compendium have dice caps in it because I wanted people to be able to do that. But if you put dice caps in a tournament, what you're limiting is you're limiting people who bring high order dice army builds. Now, then the question becomes, do you want that? What you're not limiting is people bringing Death Star builds, right? So you do want that. Why is it that you don't want high order dice counts? I think most people making tournaments want to make sure that everyone finishes their game, and they are worried that with high order dice counts, people won't be finishing their games. But what we're seeing in tournaments is that there's a Goldilocks zones for order dice counts where people get the most out, or think they get the most out, because this is all meta, right? But I also think that this is true. I happen to think that this is true as well. There is a Goldilocks zone where people get the most out of their dice, and it is for 1,000 points in V2, it was 15. So if you in V3 put a dice cap at 16, you're basically pushing everyone into that Goldilocks zone, and you can't even try to build something that's a little bit different anymore. Which is why I think 16 order dice is too low for a tournament. 18, 20 would be better. 22 tops for me, I think. I don't think you should go above 22, because then you can get some of those silly builds where you just buy the same rifle platoon and repeat every single time in order to get, that forward artillery observer. It's the spam armies that most people are worried about if we're talking army builds, right? Not the actual, I take 26 order dice because I have multiple small units, MSU armies. So that's my argument. I'm reflecting what I'm seeing at tournaments where people go without the dice cap limits, and people will still end up in that Goldilocks zone mostly. There will be some who go above, there will be some who go below, but you can go above if you're a quick player, and I think it is a valid way to play the game. Yeah, that's it. Cheers.